Hey y'all, welcome back to Pancakes and Pandemonium. So if you're new here, I'm Sarah, I'm a mom of 5, and this is kind of a crazy year for us. This is going to be like a vlog. For the last couple of years, really since COVID, I've homeschooled. When we kind of transitioned in 2021, they went to school that year, but you know, they really homeschooled since early 2020, went to school 2021, then 2022, 2023, into 2024, obviously. They did a homeschool program. And yeah, and this year, just due to all kinds of things, we are going back to public school. And it has been crazy, y'all. Getting everything done, getting all our ducks in a row. So far, I'm very happy with the way things are lining up. And so today is Monday, school starts Wednesday. We have just about everything we can do until payday. There's like a few little things. Emily's talking about wanting a new backpack, but she's gonna try to use just kind of the simple one she has for now. And I think she wants to see what other kids in her class are using, which is fine. But yeah, so today is a crazy busy day. Some of it I can vlog, some of it I can't. But I am gonna start chicken in the crock pot. So I've got chicken quesadillas one night for dinner, and then Emily wants chicken and dumplings one night for dinner here coming up. So we're just gonna cook up a family size pack of chicken breasts from the freezer. And if you don't know, I've been off because July was crazy, but typically I grocery shop once a week at Smith's. I spend about $180 to $200 and stock up according to their sales. And I typically buy several packs of chicken breasts, chicken thighs, and chicken drumsticks when they go on sale for 99 cents a pound. But yeah, so we're gonna cook up chicken breast. My plan is to get some muffins made. We might do that tomorrow though, because they requested them for after school snacks this week. And then I've got some channel work to do and a podcast to record today. We have a meeting for Mason at 12:30, and then we have Meet the Teacher nights tonight at the middle school and Bridges, which is Ryan, my oldest. He's autistic. It's the transitional high school program he's in for disabled adults. So we have back to school nights there. Tomorrow night is the middle school. We've already done the high school. So yeah, and then Gracie is meeting with a local restaurant owner. She's been talking to her for a couple of hours. That may not get vlogged at all, just simply because I may not be the one taking her. The Bridges Meet the Teacher night is in Springville, so it's like 2 towns over. And it's from 5 to 7, and her meetup is 6:30. So Andrea, my friend who lives upstairs, said she would take her if we were not back on time. She's actually planning on taking her, and then like if we get back early, I'll text her and be like, oh no, we're here. But she's planning on taking her because it's gonna be a weird like crossover situation. All of this, and just an update, Lance is starting his last week of school, and then he's done with his master's. So lots of exciting things in the works. So yeah, let's get some chicken in the crock pot and start this day, shall we? Okay. Well, I look a little bit like a mess, but we're making good time today. Got my meetings out of the way. I think it's gonna rain, guys. I'll flip the camera over in a minute. But now it's Meet the Teacher night, so we're gonna get that done. We might have to stop and get gas in between. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think we're gonna get rain. I am hot. It is hot in there. They don't have it cooled off, and a ton of walking, but I think we're good to go. And Mason seemed really excited, which is most important. I'm so hot, you guys. So next up, bridges. The rain is starting. Open house is done. Time to go home and make dinner. Okay, I did not close out the vlog last night. I was exhausted. I was cramping. We just made dinner and I just fell into bed and crashed. Like, I'm actually still in the same shirt I wore yesterday. So yeah, we're just gonna carry on today, and I hope this isn't too like crazy long of a vlog. Normally my vlogs are pretty short though, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, right now the girls they're actually going through all my makeup, Gracie's makeup. We're gonna put together, just based off of what we have, because we have quite a bit, like a little makeup bag for Gracie. Em's in 5th grade and she loves doing her makeup, which I'm totally fine with, after school, on weekends, stuff like that. But all she really needs for school is like lip gloss, if she's feeling it. So we're gonna make sure Gracie, you know, has a makeup bag that she feels comfortable with and is excited for. Em's meet the teacher night is tonight, and then yeah, and I'm gonna go in a little bit and start dinner in the crock pot for tonight. We're just gonna start chicken and dumplings in the Instant Pot. So I'll start like the chicken soup part, and then probably, I don't know, maybe by the time we get home from meet the teacher, depending on what time we go, it's 2 to 4. But sometime around 4 or 5-ish, we will do the biscuits for the dumplings. All right, so.
Mom.
Yes.
I was going through your makeup bag, box, whatever you call it, and I found this.
What is that?
It's a screwdriver.
Oh.
Did you just you're putting on your makeup you have it in your bags, box, whatever, and you're putting on your makeup one day and a robber comes and you're just like, what's
Yes.
Nice. Why do you have a pencil?
Because you just never know.
Oh, is it because when the robber comes and he disarms your screwdriver, you can be like, poke your eyes out with lead?
Yes. Preparedness is the answer, guys. I think I'll probably end up making those. Well, we're gonna hold off on those. Em requested something else. We're gonna make those and maybe another muffin recipe tomorrow. Okay, this is gonna be this is like a quick and easy recipe. It's still gonna cook like on low all day. So it's going to, you know, it's gonna, you know, taste really like it's from scratch. I was gonna say it's gonna taste like it cooked all day, because it did, but it's got like some shortcut elements too, so yeah. But Emily requested chicken and dumplings, and it's back to school week, so it's chaotic. So, you know, of course, that's what she wanted. And I asked, it wasn't unsolicited, so, you know, I get what I get. I need to use up this celery here soon, though. So, Em requested chicken and dumplings. Tonight is her back to school night. Have I updated you guys yet on recent events? I know I've talked about it on the podcast, That will be linked in the description box below. And I've talked about it a little bit on Instagram. So yeah, kids are going back to school this year. It was not the plan. We started wondering in July. We really went back and forth a ton just because we don't know what changes are coming this year. It's been, you know, Lance finishes school. At the time I'm recording this, he has a week left, guys. I'm just beside myself proud of him. So just celery and onion, and I'm just rough chopping it. I rough chop just about everything. Very, very rarely, not never, but rarely do I pay attention to like a dice or whatever. We're just all about rustic here. But anyway, so he's done with school, and the program that I have talked to you guys about before, of course, he's submitting everything, but it is like a program and there's limited spots. So while we feel like he has a really good chance, he's worked really hard. He has multiple years of experience. He is veteran with veterans preference. If you know anything about federal jobs or like VA stuff, he has, I think, maxed out points in his veterans preference, which always helps in these positions. He has a fantastic GPA, plus, you know, field of experience. But the one thing like we know in life is that the only thing guaranteed is nothing is guaranteed, right? So yeah, we don't know until we know. And so we were going back and forth because, you know, we didn't want to put the kids in school to like have to turn around and move them schools. But if you remember, I talked to you guys and had told you about like all the internet issues we were having. Like, we're still having neighborhood issues. And the interesting thing is the city keeps being like, we don't know, everything's fine on our end. But I mean, like, we have now talked to, and so have our landlords, multiple people like in our neighborhood and neighboring neighborhoods that are having the same problems. And so without having consistent internet, and a hotspot will only go so far with multiple devices, right? They're like, we have to prioritize their education. So we enrolled them in local public schools. So it has just been crazy, like the last few weeks, getting everything done and set up and meetings. Technically yesterday we had like a 504 like referral meeting because Mason's technically on a 504 and we're working on moving him to an IEP again. And so it's, you know, like there's a lot to do with back to school anyway. If you know, you know, there's even more if your kid has any type of special needs, whether it's autism, ADHD, whether it's medication, like if it, like anything extra is like extra. There's extra forms, there's meetings, there's conversations, there's so much more to do. And then we really wanted to make sure that they all had a like as smooth as possible transition, because it's a full day of school. When they were on their online program, it was 8 to noon. And so now they'll be in, just depending on their school, you know, Gracie and Ryan, like their buses are 7:00, and they're gonna be on buses around 7:05 to 7:15. Clear down to Emily, hers is a walking school in the neighborhood. Breakfast starts for her at 8:15. So it's a little more crazy, but you know, we'll get there. We've done it before, so it's been a lot, you guys. So dinners like this, having flavors and everything they love, just slightly shortcutted and in the crock pot, just saved my life. So we did olive oil. So everything's in one pot. We pulled out our multi-cooker. Did I show you guys this multi-cooker? It was a whole thing. I ordered it on Amazon. It didn't come, and I waited like 3-ish weeks, even though it was ordered on Prime. You know, it didn't come, so I reported it. It came like almost 2 months later. It was a whole situation. So I don't know what happened there. It's just kind of a standard multi-cooker, but I really like it. I don't mind pushing the menu button until I get to whatever it is I'm using. I messed that up. I went clear to slow cook, and we're gonna saute first. So we're gonna let those saute, and then we've got the chicken I cooked yesterday morning, and then we're gonna do some cream of chicken soup. That's, I mean, essentially, if you think about how cream soups are made, it's got thickeners in it. And so, like, that's just gonna save me from having to start with a roux, having to make a roux, having to babysit the roux. Like, it's gonna have all of that, and then we're gonna add some bouillon and water, so chicken broth, to it to make life easier. But yeah, we're gonna let this slow cook just while we do everything else today. It's actually a day of videos due up, and I'm running behind. So I'm gonna go finish that video for you guys and get it up and posted today, and then get dressed, and we're gonna do M's back to school at 2 and not worry about dinner. But yeah, like I said, easy basic ingredients. When we come back, I'll show you what I'm gonna do about the dumplings. So I added 2 of these jars of hot water. Now we're just gonna put in a little bit of salt and pepper. Like I said, I'm almost out of, no, I was almost out. I am now out of chicken better than bouillon. So that's, you know, gonna be a need to run to Costco soon. I also need a Trader Joe's run soon because I'm almost out of onion salt, and that is probably my favorite all-purpose seasoning. The seasoning in this is like, I love this from Trader Joe's. If you've been with me a while, you know, I use this almost religiously. If you don't have it or a Trader Joe's nearby, just use like some dried minced onion, onion powder, garlic powder, probably a couple teaspoons of each, especially if you're making a big pot like this. And then I added a little more salt and pepper because I didn't quite have a tablespoon of better than bouillon. And the cream of chicken soup is, you know, flavored and has salt, but you know, I just want to make sure, like, you know, it tastes good, the flavor's there. Yeah. So I'm gonna switch this now. We're gonna switch it to slow cook. You have to hit start in between each instruction. Lid on it. All right. It's gonna cook all day. Time to get some work done. Kids are starving, and we've gone back and forth over what to make. So what we've decided on is a quick chicken salad. I've made chicken salad all summer. I did make like a chicken pasta salad, teriyaki pasta salad that everybody really liked. And it's a few videos back. We're just gonna make a quick kind of classic chicken salad. We've got some Rhodes bread. I set the other 2 like Rhodes loaves. That's also in the prep video where I did 3 loaves of bread. It tastes like homemade bread, but it's a nice little shortcut, especially like over like busy weeks. You haven't made it to the store. I don't know. I like to have it on backup. I'm gonna have to get more because I'm out, but we also like to do the cinnamon rolls out of it. Rhodes does a pre-made cinnamon roll, but I don't know. The bread dough is nice too. And then I recently just found out you can make donuts. So we're gonna have to try that soon. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going through trying to make sure the stems are off the grapes. Normally I would cut the grapes in half. These are grapes from the orchard out back. They're pretty small this year. Some of them were squishy, which is fine. So it'll, you know, I'm just kind of going through and breaking them up because, you know, I'm used to them being cut, so you kind of get that flavor in it. So I'm just kind of squishing some of them, but they're small, so they'll be good. And then we've got the other half of our chicken. I used half in the chicken and dumplings. A couple of like the inside of the stalk of celery. And if I am putting celery in a salad, I tend to use the leafy parts. I like the flavor of them, and it's a great way to use them up. I'm gonna sprinkle in some chopped walnuts that need to be used up from the pantry. And then we're gonna put in some pickle relish. And then normally I would make the dressing and it would be, you know, mayo forward, but all we have is Miracle Whip. I thought we had regular mayo. Normally we have both, but we don't. So we're gonna do this, and this is a loose interpretation from, this is like my spin on kind of, that's a little more zhuzhed up than the way my mother-in-law made chicken salad. The only thing it's missing is onion, because typically you put green onion in it. She didn't put pickles in it, but my kids really like the Famous Dave's pickle relish, and she used mayo. And so she would do mayo, like a teaspoon of sugar and like apple cider vinegar and a splash of milk, make like a dressing. And she used any vinaigrette. She had balsamic vinaigrette in the fridge. She would use that, or she would use vinegar from whatever she had. So I'm just gonna put in a splash of Olive Garden because it's what I have. But yeah, we're gonna have a really quick and easy chicken salad. And then I'm still not dressed. I got my video posted. I got some of the paperwork done that I needed to get done. More on that later. So I'm gonna make this, feed these guys, and then we're gonna get dressed and head out in the next about 45-ish minutes.
Is this
Ryan
homemade
and
bread?
Alex! Yeah, it's the road spread.
Yeah!
All right, we're dressed and we're ready to go. Okay, so I don't know what happened. Turned that on and went to start the dumplings, and I have a cold crock pot. So wow, okay. We switched it to the manual setting and I turned it up to 350. We're gonna let that kind of start working and getting hot. And I'll probably leave it on that temp. I might lower it a little bit so like it can keep cooking that way. And then if I need to speed up cooking at dinner time, I will turn it to the saute function. So, all right, so this is my sister's suggestion that she gave me. And so we're gonna flatten out the biscuits a little bit, she said, and then cut them into quarters. And then she recommended dusting them in just a little bit of all-purpose flour. Doesn't have to be fancy or super detailed, but she says it makes a huge difference. I haven't tried it yet. She says this works really well with crescent rolls. There we go. Okay, in my opinion, those definitely work better flouring on the board and pushing them out with your fingers than the first way I was doing it. All right, so I just didn't want to run into issues, so I didn't move it back to slow cook. I just moved it I left it in manual and moved it down to 300, so it's gonna simmer for like an hour. I'm gonna go change into comfortable pants. I have a telehealth appointment at 7:17, so yeah, we're just gonna keep on trucking. All right, guys, that looks amazing. I did have to turn it down to 250, and it's pretty bubbly, but I don't know what I did with the slow cooker, but I mean, it's good, it worked out, and everybody's outside picking peaches. I'm dishing it up. They should be in any minute. Okay, guys, kids are wrapping up showers. It's almost the little's bedtime. And then the big kids go an hour later. They have to get up so early. The 10 is about as late as they can push it. So, we're nearing the end of the night. Oh my gosh, we're all so tired. Dinner turned out fantastic. Tomorrow I'm gonna make the muffins, and then we'll see what else. We picked peaches, more peaches. Oh, mine's just grinding coffee. Oh, it's so good. And there's some peach bread there's a peach bread recipe and some stuff I want to try. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow though, but yeah, it's a new day. We're just gonna see where it goes. You guys do me a favor, like this video and subscribe if you haven't, and come back for more Pancakes and Pandemonium. We'll see you soon. Bye.